Everybody knows that Suga is my favorite member of BTS. So recently I found out that he was a part of a scandal not so long ago.
Recently, Suga of BTS had some drinks and instead of driving his car home, he rode a mini electric scooter like this, with a helmet. He traveled in the correct lane for a third of a mile, but while approaching the entrance of his house, he fell after a sharp turn. A police officer approached him and administered a breath test. His blood alcohol content was at least 0.08%, which is above license revocation levels in South Korea. So his license was revoked and he received a fine.
Wait, he was driving a scooter, right? He wasn't driving a car. So how can his license get revoked?
Suga shared a statement explaining what happened and said that he didn't know that there was a rule that said that you cannot ride a scooter under the influence of alcohol, but he accepts the consequences. There was no damage and no person was harmed. For 7 days, the details were not shared by police, but the incident prompted a wave of news articles with crazy speculations. Rumor after rumor about the details of his fall, the exact percentage of alcohol level, the exact model of scooter, and even rumors about him having to leave BTS.
Oh my god!
Scandal. The media even reported rumors that said that Suga was found lying on the ground, suggesting that he was passed out drunk. They also worded the incident as Suga was driving a scooter. Well, you cannot drive a mini scooter or even a regular scooter. You ride a scooter. International K-pop fans loved this. Finally, a BTS-related scandal to talk about. So they created the hashtag Suga Challenge, sharing pictures from Pinterest of people drinking and driving cars. And of course, the very professional South Korean media had a new headline. Armies created an irresponsible challenge to support Suga.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? This is so... I'm guessing this was like a year ago, right? Yeah, this was a year ago. I'm guessing like this is already past. Sorry, I'm so late to this. But there's a lot of stuff that's happening around the world, man. There's a lot of horrible stuff that is happening around the world, and this is what people are focusing on, man. The man was responsible and did not drive while he was drunk. He took a scooter and then he fell. And now it became international news. Like, oh my god.
Profile pictures and the usernames, which clearly show that they are not fans of BTS. They are fans of other K-pop groups. Even with some minimal research, you can find videos of these BTS haters organizing the
Oh my god. Drunk driver, let's commit a DUI to support. What?
with the intent to pose as armies. As deranged as this sounds, this happens all the time, and I would have never thought of making a video about it. These hashtags are seen by K-pop stans and they end with K-pop stans. No one outside of the K-pop circle cares or even knows about it. But not this time. One article attributing the challenge to armies became the #1 trending article on Naver, the Google of South Korea. Now you may ask yourself, why is such an irrelevant and fake hashtag?
Exactly. Why is this even news? Like, why? I'm guessing, of course, I understand that Suga and BTS is like probably the biggest, you know what I mean, K-pop stars out there. But like, people are acting like he murdered someone, man. Damn.
Why would South Korean media even go as far as to blur the profile pictures and usernames of the actual fandoms participating? What do they gain by painting this fake picture?
Yeah.
It all goes back to the scandal culture in South Korea. The simple act of dating is a scandal. Getting tattoos can also be a scandal.
타투도 있네요. 타투하고 싶대 방송에서.
And of course, falling from a scooter is also a scandal. But what I find the most
Bro, at this point, you can't even breathe. If you breathe, then that's a scandal, man. You know what I mean? How dare you breathe? How dare you walk? How dare you use your legs? Like, this is crazy, man.
part of all of this is that I cannot seem to find a single step of at least recognizing the scandal problem South Korea has.
What the public wants when celebrities make a mistake is accountability.
Whenever something silly like this happens,
What do you mean make a mistake? He didn't make a mistake towards anyone. Oh my god, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. Oh my god, I am so close to crashing out. God damn. Like, these people, oh, all right.
South Korean creators always say, oh, you international fans just don't understand. Our society actually cares a lot about the dangers of scooters. It may not be a big deal for the rest of the world, but here it is.
That's funny, but in South Korea, there has been a lot of concerns regarding electric kickboards. There has been a lot of public outcry of we need to ban these altogether.
These celebrities are idolized by so many people and they have so much influence, and that's
So basically what you're saying is that people are so dumb. If one of their favorite artists jumps off a building, they're all gonna do it. Like, you know what I mean? You're saying that people have no minds of their own.
why the
What is that?
public wants them to own their mistakes.
Okay, so let's
What did he do for a mistake? Bro, he fell out of a scooter. How is that a mistake? Oh my god,
see
all
how
right.
much South Korea cares about the morality and ethics of celebrities violating traffic laws. Daesung of Big Bang was in court for vehicular manslaughter in 2011. An
Damn.
intoxicated motorcyclist crashed into a street lamp. Daesung was not intoxicated, but because he was speeding and driving recklessly, he ran over the motorcyclist and later crashed into a taxi in front of him. In this
Oh
case,
my
the
God.
celebrity was driving an actual car recklessly. There was actual people involved. There was actual property damage, but the scandal passed. People forgot about it, and the following years, his group won Artist of the Year multiple times.
Oh my god.
Public was also appalled by Justin Bieber's arrest after driving under the influence of marijuana and Xanax, but they quickly forgot about it too. And Justin Bieber stayed as one of the most listened to international artists in South Korea to this day. The South Korean actress Kim Se-ron was not only caught driving
Yeah,
under
this
the
was
influence, but
this was such a sad moment, man. Rest in peace, bro. Rest in peace.
also damaged lampposts, guardrails, and crashed into an electric transformer, cutting the electricity of 57 cafes. She got one fine and later was the star of a music video and appeared on a Netflix series.
Yeah, but like she got fired from her, you know what I mean, from Bloodhounds, which was like they came up with the worst excuse ever. And later she, oh my god, man, this is so sad. Rest in peace,
A
bro.
police officer was caught driving
She did get her consequences though.
that he collapsed and he had to be taken to the hospital, but he also got a fine. These are traffic law cases with people involved and property damage, and they are treated as nothing but trendy scandals.
It's really not looking good. It does not look good.
It's not looking good. When I said it's not looking good, I never meant legal-wise. I meant reputation-wise. Yoongi and ultimately BTS, because he's a part of BTS. The reputation resulting from all of this is not looking good. Not looking good in the K-public space's eye, because reputation is very important for celebrities. The reputation resulting from all this is not looking good.
Suga chose not to drive his car while intoxicated, but because he fell from his scooter, his quote-unquote scandal is as big or even bigger than Daesung's deadly accident at this point. So I'm sorry if I
You know what this makes me realize? What I'm getting from this is that people are trying to find. I'm talking about the people who are like making this a big deal. I'm not saying anyone in particular, all right? But I'm thinking of the people who are making this such a big deal. They're trying to find something negative to say about BTS. You know what I mean? They're trying to find something that's like even remotely negative just so that they can blow it out of proportion and say, hey, yeah, look at BTS, look at your favorite, you know what I mean? Like they cannot handle the fact that I'm guessing BTS is like not as controversial, and like the fact that they're so big and so popular among armies and other fandoms is like they cannot handle that. So they're trying to make this Suga driving a scooter into one of the most, you know what I mean, biggest thing ever. Again, this is, I'm too late. I'm guessing I am too late for this. You know what I mean? This happened over a year ago.
believe when Korean
All right.
people say that this is a big deal in South Korea because South Korea takes drunk scooter riding very seriously. No, this is not the result of society's heartfelt care for traffic laws. This is the result of the constant desperation to make anything and everything a scandal. South Korean K-pop stans love consuming and feeding any kind of rumors. They love making everything a scandal, but they don't truly care. It's not the action they are outraged about. It's the scandal culture they want to participate in. It's like a game. And in a game, demanding seriousness, proper research, and professionalism is kind of pointless. When I made my video about the Min Hee-jin and HYBE conflict, I saw some people who are not from South Korea say the same thing. This is not that big of a deal. Let them talk. Nothing will happen to BTS. And that is 100% true. Of course, Suga will stay in BTS. Of course, BTS will have a successful comeback. Of course, people will forget about this in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Of course, the rage is performative. But when will it stop? We can all see that these headlines are nothing but rage bait. But why do BTS have to even go through that? Why did the police transform a one-day scooter investigation into a full-week drunk
That is
driving?
true, though. That is true. That is true. Like, the police are, like, kind of acting suspicious right here. You know what I mean? The police are kind of sus over here, man. Why do they have to turn this into a big-ass deal? Bro fell out of a scooter. And it was like, they could have just come out and said, yeah, he just fell out of a scooter. There was legit, like, nothing going on. You know what I mean? And the fact that he lost his driver's license, though.
Allowing the media to make 1,400 articles full of rumors and lies. Why is this so normalized? And I, as an international fan, am not supposed to say anything. Even now, I see...
That is bullshit, though. That is bullshit.
Thank you when demanding a retraction and proper research. Armies have asked me to make a video not calling out the media, but exposing the truth instead.
W.
But I'm tired of that. We all know the truth, and they know the truth. But the truth is boring. The truth won't give them those juicy headlines. We're all aware that the situation is silly, and we're
That is, like, look at this. That is what, this is all it happened. This is what all happened, all right? Look at this.
all aware
Look at this. Are you guys seeing this?
that the
Like, bro just fell.
situation is silly.
Bro just fell. That is legit all that happened. Yeah, man.
We're all aware that the headlines are silly, but the normalization of bullying and smear campaigns in South Korea
We're acting like, sorry, we're acting like he's not human. You know what I mean? All right, no, all right. We're acting like bro cannot make mistakes, man. Like, what? Why are we even talking about this? I thought it was like some sort, when somebody in my chat told me, yeah, Suga was in a controversy not so long ago, I was thinking like maybe he done something bad. Like, this is nothing. Oh my god.
out to be deadly. Only months ago, Parasite
Sorry.
actor Lee Sung-kyun committed suicide after 2 months full of sensationalist coverage of a police investigation that claimed that he possibly consumed recreational drugs. Parasite director Bong Joon-ho led a protest demanding the police and the media to reflect on their sensationalist methods. These were 50 articles a day for 2 entire months. But here we are, months after, seeing the police take a full week to investigate details like the model of Suga's scooter, while the media writes 200, a full week of 1,400 articles of speculations and lies. Here we are, months after, seeing the media intentionally manipulate facts and speculate.
Wait, what does it say? BTS Suga facing 5 years in prison for drunk driving on a motorbike, plus blood alcohol level found at 7 higher than normal. Bro fell out of a scooter! Oh my god! Yeah, man, chat, there's this quote in a film called Trading Day where Denzel Washington says,
This is a newspaper, right? It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it, because it entertains me.
If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed.
so don't trust anything that you read. At least have some sort of like critical thinking in your head. Like, why am I reading this? Is this manipulated? You know what I mean? Because like, look at this, man. BTS Suga facing 5 years in prison for drunk driving on a motorbike. Blood alcohol level found to 7 times higher than normal. That is, bro.
Of course, these too shall pass. BTS has gone through way worse smear campaigns, and the support of family, fans, and each other has only made them stronger. But international fan or not, I cannot stay here pretending that making every silly thing a scandal is normal. I'm tired of the, you guys just don't understand our society. No, you
Our society, what did it say? Our society cares.
I'm tired
Our society actually cares a lot about dangers of scooters.
of the, you guys just don't
Yeah.
understand our society. No,
Yeah.
you don't understand that your scandal culture is deranged. South Korean and international K-pop stans are deranged because the media's headlines are deranged. And this same scandal culture is the one that allows retractions and the deleting of articles so normalized. With Suga's case, there are already closed comment sections, videos unavailable for the international public, and deleted articles. But they don't matter. They are just another...
Do they at least apologize, bro?
The idea of a scandal was successfully planted and shared hundreds of thousands of times. In my opinion, this was not a mistake or lack of research. These and many other defaming articles are intentional. Not even the release of the real CCTV footage is enough for the media to issue retractions or apologies, because they are still, quote,
Yeah, they didn't apologize.
South Korean media knows the truth and they don't care.
I thought it was cultural differences. I gave you guys the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, maybe electric scooters are different in Korea. You guys were acting like he was going 50 miles an hour, going under cars, going over trucks and everything. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but I could not give a about a little man on a scooter.
Yeah, save me, bro. Like, why do we care? Bro, let bro have some fun, man. Damn, like, we're acting like he's not human. Okay, again, this happened over a year ago. All right, just don't.
I f***ing hate y'all.
He did not fall because he was driving too fast. He fell because of the sharp turn. These smear campaigns need to stop. And all these challenges popping out of nowhere that we did not create, you need to stop.
I can laugh and say all of this over falling from a scooter, but it's not just that, really. They are making this scooter thing a big deal because this is the worst they can find on BTS.
That is exactly what I said earlier. The worst thing that they can find on BTS, Suga falling off a scooter, man. Damn. Yeah, man.
South Korean media has broken into their building with no entry pass and they have found nothing. That nothing has
What?
been shared on national television. They claim to have found proof that the BTS members were having trouble with their label and were planning to sue them. JTBC's newsroom aired this footage on TV and then removed the pictures they got secretly before releasing the news replay online. You can still see the comment of JTBC admitting to their lie on their YouTube videos.
Yeah.
This was the best they could find. So of course they're going to speculate, exaggerate, and exploit this quote-unquote content as much as possible and create all kinds of speculations. Now that Suga's real CCTV footage was revealed, the media is still demanding him to pose for a photo line in front of a police station, like other celebrities accused of crimes do. The media is basically admitting publicly that what they want is the shot. This shot means social punishment because the image of a celebrity standing in the photo line in front of a prosecutor's office is enough presumption of guilt for the public. Suga needs to give this shot to them as a form of apology or else. Reporter Choi Yi-ye reported, Suga should not be thought of as a guillotine who must avoid the photo line in front of the police station. If a person avoids or ostracizes reporters, as in the previous case of singer Kim Ho-jun, it is highly likely that doubts will be raised about the sincerity of the person's reflection.
Bro, that is, what do you mean? No. Hey, bro said doubts. Bro indirectly said, hey, yo, if you don't stand there and say, hey, yo, wagwan, I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? My bad, G. If you don't at least make us look good, we're not gonna stop. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep raising doubts. Yeah, man, bro, that is.
Who are disappointed and person's reflection. Should think about how to appease those who are disappointed and angry at his mistakes. But they can only wish to find a real scandal on BTS. Why focus on the real crimes of celebrities when a fake BTS-related hashtag got them hundreds of thousands of impressions?
That is true.
Outrage about the celebrities trafficking women when Suga of BTS fell from his mini scooter. And again, I would have ignored these silly articles like I mostly do. I really did not plan to make a video clarifying anything or asking for an apology from the media, because sadly, this happens all the time and they do it on purpose. But I am tired of the public's lack of awareness. I'm tired that even the protests of South Korea's most beloved director are ignored. I'm tired of the South Korean K-pop content creators and online accounts trying to silence and shame the international opinion because their word is apparently the only valid one. And no, I'm not from a privileged country giving my opinion on another country's freedom of speech. I'm from a small-minded country with a very similar type of yellow press and scandal culture. But I'm glad that at least the younger generation is aware of these tactics and able to call out our country's press. As a fan of BTS, I know that there are topics related to their country's laws and traditions that are not my place to comment on or make videos about. But I believe I can still advocate for the mental peace of a group of artists who did nothing but proudly share their culture to
Yeah. Fire, man. Yo, W video, man. W video. I was not expecting him falling out of a scooter to be the controversy. Like, what? I was expecting, like, he might have done something bad. I'm like, is Suga? Wait, Suga? Bro. Come on, man. He fell out of a scooter and then it became a freaking outcry. Everyone and their mamas were like, hey, yo, look at what Sugar did. How can he do that? How can he drive while he's drunk? His alcohol level was at 7, the higher amount of normal. And that is crazy, man. That is legit crazy. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any video recommendation for me to watch, comment them down below. And don't forget to come to Twitch. I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all right? So I'll see you guys there. Have a great night and have a great day, night, or whenever you're watching this. And subscribe, comment, and go watch the video that's somewhere here. Bye-bye.